Um, nah, it's not doing much better. It's just showing. I mean, it's definitely better, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's fixed. Oh, oh, hang on a second. That's moving really well. And no pixels. We might be getting somewhere. Don't count the chickens before they hatch, but back in excellent. Are we moving around good? Because that looks good. Maybe a little pixely still, but that's expected. Oh, wow. That actually worked. Ha! What? Let's hope it keeps working, but we may be here. Well, let's make a destination so we can at least do something for a little bit and see if it works. All these are lost pages. I hate those.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, and it looks good. I
Fix this up.
does it look good on your side? Has there no pixels or anything?
For what? Yeah, there's some pixels, but as far as it freezing and shit, I'd rather deal with pixels than have like one picture loading then buffering, and then over and over.
All right, sweet. You know what I did? I
But
I looked up the what the public server domain for the actual WinStream is. It was some complicated, huge numbers. I typed them in. Almost instantly, everything worked. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm like on some kind of admin server or something, but I'll take it. We take what we can get.
you know,
It's funny because I was about to switch to the regular, the ones, because that's like what it's meant, what it's supposedly supposed to be best for gaming. But nope, this looks better. Ugh, I got so far away from everything. I was gonna go into a fight to show you stuff. Here's something.
look at the map. I want to see the whole map, man.
Oh, it's pretty good. So it is bigger than Mirage, but nowhere near like Odyssey, Origins, or Valhalla. So it's really like a. I mean, it's still smaller than Black
Yeah,
Flag, but it'd be bigger than like any other game,
yeah.
any other Assassin's Creed.
Let's be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Add on to this.
Yeah, I like that it's not huge, but the best part about it is they're so good at building the cities now. Like this little city was unseeable until you got to it. But then you get into it, and even though it's not that much of the map, it feels like a huge city still. Like they really condensed it well. Like, and this
It's too
feels like
far
the
away.
countryside still.
I
Like,
need to be quiet. Good view from here.
how do I do it? Oh, it's seen me. I forget how to do this thing.
That's my question. Did they bring back the hunting? Back from like Assassin's Creed 3 and 4?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I'm too loud.
Nope. No, I don't think so because they revere the animals a lot more. So it's like, you know, when somebody took out a deer earlier on her property, uh, she went after
I
them
must approach carefully. I need
and
to
took
be
them
quick.
out for taking the deer out. But I don't know, it's weird because it's like it's in a way that like she
Don't
was
move.
mad about them just doing it for sport, not for hunting. She was like mad at them for taking from her land.
Right, no, I'm talking about like the hunting where you have to get the crafts to build bigger bags and shit.
I don't think so.
Where you
I don't know.
that was the best time.
Yeah. I I mean there's a lot of different stuff I've not yet, cuz you know how like in the older games you could you know like run into something on the horse, which by the way everything's destructible. It's not letting me do it now, but I can straight up like run through these fences. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Um
Oh shit.
yeah. So everything that you used to get stuck on is now breakable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Which is why I feel like that shrine controversy kind of happened, is because they made everything so destructible that even things that you shouldn't be destroying were destroyable.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing. I
Yeah.
doubt they even thought about what they were doing. And look how it breaks up too. Like I think it really breaks up like really realistically. Like that's exactly how straw breaks up. You know, like if you had something sharp enough to do that at least. Pathfinder, you can turn off and on. Dude, even the horse as you're running with the horse, it feels heavy. Like it feels like you're actually riding a horse. Oh no. Well, at least you can still hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dude,
Come on.
I can't believe a simple frickin' Google search helped all this. Now, I mean, again, this game worked really well the first time I played it, so you may still have problems with other games, but that may have fixed a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, here, there, I'll bring us here. The home base is like kind of like the Sims type of build. Like you build from top down, and you can build your own little like mini city kind of thing.
Well, that's the deal.
I think I'm pretty sure I got enough to build the forge, so we'll go back and build the forge and I can show you. I mean, obviously the biggest pull for me is just the straight up graphics. Like them having this Assassin's Creed engine is insane. Like I was comparing it to Black Myth Wukong actually, because how everything flows in the wind and how the whole map kind of goes with you and everything. This feels very similar to that, like with the new engines. Granted, that's Unreal Engine 5, so I don't know that this is necessarily on that level, but I think it's very, very close. Then again, I don't know. Maybe,
Maybe when you open up the map, you add to grab a scroll and unroll it and open it.
yeah, that would have been cool. You know, I will say though, as far as like a real map goes, it is very interesting. You'd have in your car, you know, of like the roads and stuff.
Yep.
But then you zoom in and the map starts to come into frame and you see the cities and the streets and like it's really cool.
I'm still the ad.
Dang. Ad jail.
Seven
Ah, shit.
ads.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It for some reason it does that a lot.
Eat. And I'm like, God damn.
Ooh,
Easy.
look at these trees. These aren't cherry blossoms, but they're nice and purple. Maybe like lotus lilies. I think is really interesting because it's like a lot of these areas feel a lot like Ghost of Tsushima, but if they're not trying to go for that vibrant, like, you know, kind of world that's just absolutely gorgeous. They're kind of going for a subtler, more realistic touch to where it's like,
What if Ghost of Tsushima was a successful run for Shadows?
I mean that's an idea, but it's Ghost of Tsushima I feel like is much bigger of a game than this. I guess as far as like just scale. That's another thing. There's baby animals too. Like that deer has 2 babies running along with it. That's new too. Hey bro, how's the game treating you? Oh, it's great. It's great. I was just giving Soul King here a rundown of everything.
Because I'm planning on buying it.
Yeah. Oh, this is one of those things. Let's see. Yup, the update did fix it. You can't destroy him anymore. Down to the ground. Oh, wait. And kneecap.
I know for a fact they did that. He destroyed other
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is, the reason that, because, okay, so the big thing is everybody loves to say that Yasuke isn't accurate and that there would nobody looking like that back then, but it's not true. Yasuke is a real character. That's one of the very few things in this game that's true. He's a real one. He's a real guy who Lord Nuabunga recognized for his smarts. Like, he was a very smart person, and people are so mad about it being not accurate, but it's literally one of the few things, because Assassin's Creed's always been blended history, right? That's always been the idea, you know, like, because like Benjamin Franklin did not make weapons for assassins. That did not happen, but he did exist, you know. And so basically that's the biggest thing, is just everybody's trying to say it's not accurate, you know, but yeah, it's never meant to be. But the thing is they're wrong. You could take 5 seconds to look up on Google, and Yasuke was a real person in, I think it was 1596 or 1530, something like that. He's real. And they're saying, oh, he's not accurate, but you just don't know your history, fam. Like, look it up.
It's never, like, if it's not exact, Matt, it's not supposed to be.
Yeah. And that's been the biggest thing, is just the you know, apparently there was, you know, the shrine thing actually made a lot of people over in Japan mad, and so in a way I'm like, that I kind of get, because you don't want to feel like you've disrespected them. That I understand. But to say it's not accurate is just, that's somebody who's never played an Assassin's Creed game. They don't understand its blended history. Because, like, how much in an Assassin's Creed game is actually real? Not very much. It's like, you basically put people into a story that never happened. Like, the people are real, but nothing else is. Like, I don't know where they get this idea that it's supposed to be accurate. Let's build this forge. So I just got a new crew member added to the forge, so, or added to the village. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It feels like The Sims. And you got this whole area. You break down trees for wood, you break down rocks for stone. You make this whole place yours.
Right.
And you know, erase mode. Just dig it up, get some plants. Literally. I think it's really freaking awesome. They combined like every Assassin's Creed, sprinkled in some Ghost of Tsushima, and then came up with some new ideas like this with the village builder.
I
I think your parents would
That's what I
approve.
said, I
They
think
were the best
Ghost of
blacksmiths
Tsushima
in
was
Sakai
a test run for
before
Shadow.
Oda Nobunaga
Yeah, I
killed
mean, I
him.
don't know though, because remember, Ghost of Tsushima is
Here,
literally
we can honor
their
them.
game of the
I am
year,
in
and
your
they
debt
haven't had a
again.
game of the year in like 10
Nonsense.
years,
You
besides
belong
Ghost of
here.
Tsushima.
And don't thank me. Thank Naue.
There was a test
She
run.
found you.
Maybe, but they are coming out with Ghost of
This
Yotai.
is
What would
very
be the
good.
explanation for
Yes.
that?
It is.
Ghost of Yotai comes out this year.
The next Assassin's Creed, you think about it. So they worked on another game that looks like Japan culture.
Oh yeah, it is. So Ghost of Yotai. So Ghost of Tsushima came out in like the prime of the samurai, right? Ghost of Yotai is coming out when they have like muskets and pistols and everything else, and the samurai are kind of being pushed to the side. So they're showing like the strength, the middle, the best, the height of the samurai, and then comparing it to when the samurai are basically being booted. And I thought it was interesting because it's 200 years after Jinsakai's story, so it's like a completely different thing.
It was a test run. It was a test run, and it did so well. So let's make another different game. With that, so we might be coming into where Germany. We might get a Germany.
Call
It is
what
really
you like. But you're not getting out of your chores, Junjiro.
Let's be honest.
I'm glad Heiji is here. It is good for him.
Yeah, no, it is really interesting, but because with this game, the way they introduced the game, they introduced it with Abstergo Ergo. It's like a new system, and it's like they're basically opening up this whole new like realm of Assassin's Creeds. It's very interesting. I mean, I don't even know what the real the current times character is gonna be, because like, you know, so originally I thought Bassam took the previous Animus person out, but then I was told actually he put her potentially to save the world. She might break out and take Bassam out. But the thing is right now, I believe this game is like one of Bassam's. It could either be Bassam's descendant or not maybe descendant. I don't know where the timeline is, but
Possibly dying Desmond's ancestor down too.
well, the way the intro worked was it was like you're basically, it sounds like we're somebody who works within Abstergo again.
Right.
And
So it had to be someone that's not alive.
yeah, and that's part of why I think that it's
Apple seed, right? Apple. Apple.
yeah, well, no, it's just that's why I think part of it's Bassam, because of the idea that who else would go to work with Abstergo? You know, he would be the one to do that, to try and, you know, change things even more. And they're the most powerful kind of like Animus people. You know, it's not like he could ever go work with Sean and Rebecca like our previous character did, because they're good people. They are not going to work with Bassam. Like, finished the first chapter yesterday. Let's go.
We're just two fanboys over Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, for real. It's just, oh, dude, I think what they've needed for many years now is this Assassin's Creed engine, and I think this is really what's doing it for them. You know that within the first week they already had 2 million players.
You're right. The scissors, Bubba.
I think there are 3 chapters in this game. Dang, the game must be long chapters. Then again, it was kind of the same thing in Valhalla. When I was playing through Valhalla, I noticed the final chapter was only chapter 5, even though we put what, like, I think close to 100 hours in, but there was only 5 chapters.
My cat is stupid.
And Valhalla's, I think Valhalla's the second longest.
Oh, yeah.
Because Odyssey's the longest. I know Origins comes in close, but I think Valhalla's longer than Origins. At least the campaign is.
To be honest,
Oi!
that DLCs, because there is
Let's see
season
what-
pass.
Yeah, well, there's already a DLC comes free with if you pre-ordered, so there's already a DLC for this.
Right.
I didn't. This game is working perfectly. Granted, the pixels, but that's just streaming in general. Like, I can't believe this is working so well. Maybe the Google servers aren't as good as what they were saying. Maybe Google was just trying to talk itself up too much. Oh yeah, another one of the cool things that I really like about her is when you're going to jump off of something, if you hold circle, you do front flips, side flips, back flips, like full dismounts. Cause she's a shinobi, you know?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's so smooth. I don't know. See, the funny thing about this game is, you play the first 20 minutes with Yasuke, and then you're in her backstory, and you're with her for like 10 hours before they're together. So I can't show you him right now, because B was telling me that you literally get.
Put in our ad break.
Oh no. Yeah, but no, B.
And it's the very second one.
Yeah, those first 15 minutes really be coming after you. Oh yeah, another weird thing.
Already doing ad revenue.
Huh?
I'm already doing ad revenue.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah. No, I'd do something about it, but quite honestly, even with what I have now, I struggle to get up to that one $1. So I've kind of kept it the same just so that could be a little something. Usually after that 15 minutes though, it doesn't do you as bad. It's because that pre-roll and that first ad at the 13-minute mark are so quick and close together that it's like it feels like you just went from one ad to the next. But
I don't mind it. It's free money.
yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at when I'm in other streams. I'm like, I really want people to make it to the ads on mine, so why should I be annoyed by watching somebody else's? It's like it's all right. Oh, another thing though that they brought back is fall damage. Fall damage is aggressive.
Hell yeah.
But then again, can we really even say anything about that?
All damage was Valhalla do losing dying from fall.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was about to say, because there's only one Assassin's Creed that ever didn't have fall damage, and that was because of an upgrade. In Odyssey, you could get an upgrade that made you did like a swan dive, and you could jump off of any height and not take any damage. But it was an upgrade, though. Cannot guide further. That's another thing. They have guided mode in this, so if you ever get lost, you can just turn it on, and it'll show you down the path. I thought that's kind of nice. They got a couple of weird things like you can't follow along with the horse anymore along the path, but you can follow along when you're talking to somebody, just down the path walking. Nothing.
Alright, I'm almost out of ad break.
Yeah, I'm out here trying to, so the way this game works, which is very, very different. This is very new compared to any others. You have to go to the question marks, and get knowledge to get upgrades. That's what I'm attempting to do right now. So like, there's these.
Make sure do all the question marks first before you do the main mission.
Kinda, yeah, because like you look at the upgrade tree right now, in Mastery. So you have these trees, which I don't even have the third weapon type yet, so I don't know what this is. But you have a katana tree, a Tonto tree, an assassin tree, a shinobi tree, and a tools tree. But
So pretty much you want to get all of them on.
yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. Is so you get your mastery points. You can unlock the stuff on your level that you've already gotten enough knowledge for. But then the next tree up, you got to get rank 2 knowledge. The next one up, you need rank 3 knowledge, rank 4 knowledge, all the way up to rank 6 knowledge. The only downside I would say to that though is so some places you can find a chest for the area to complete it, easy as can be. So others there's you have to pray at the shrines. That's not too hard. You just got to find them. The lost pages is the bane of my existence though. I have found 1 lost pages out of the 8 places I've gone to so far. And it's just like it's so hard to find. So I've been trying to I wanted to get a platinum on this. Because we got a platinum on Mirage. So, you know, keep the roll. No. No. I think Valhalla Odyssey and Origins are probably some of the hardest platinums in gaming history.
That's the joy of it. You get 100% on a very hardest one.
I mean, I can't deny, I am more proud of my God of War Ragnarok and Horizon Forbidden West trophies than any of the others because those were so hard to get.
Right.
It just depends, though. I mean, I don't know. For me, I'm kind of like, you know, God of War Ragnarok and Horizon Forbidden West, you're always finding new stuff, getting to do new stuff, kind of like a constant map. Whereas I feel like in some of the Assassin's Creeds, you end up getting to a point where you're just like, you know, there's not much going on anymore. I don't know. Oh, by the way, we were in this storm and it was striking, so you can get struck by lightning in this. That's yeah. It's really rare. I've only seen it happen on somebody else's thing, but I have had lightning strike like right next to my horse before, like really freaking close.
Easy.
Yeah, they do the rear up thing with their legs. They don't kick you off though. They just get scared and then you just run away. Yeah, but I think that's part of that problem is that, you know, you have games like The Witcher 3 that does that, and then it takes 5 hours to be able to get back on the horse because it keeps running away from you. I think they probably wanted to avoid that. Because the fear meter, I mean, I was talking about that in Valhalla. They had like a fear meter on the horse in that too, and it took ages to get your horse back. And you can even whistle and it would come back to you and then it would start running away again because it's still scared. Like, I think they may have, I don't know. I think some things they may realize, like, this may be a little bit too realistic. We'll tone it down a little bit. There's another thing about these question marks, though, is a lot of times it'll give you these red areas. I don't know if they're completable. Like, I think there's just wealth. I'm wondering. Because the last couple times that I've come to these places, I cleared out the wealth until it was low. And then it just said wealth low. Didn't complete the area. So maybe we need to take out all enemies and all... Oh, by the way, one of my specials is just like Ghost of Tsushima. You know that meter where you could upgrade to 4, 5, 6 of them at a time, or you could just go one slice through all the enemies, just like boom, 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 boom? They have that in this. Yeah, I don't know if they multiply it, because I obviously don't have enough upgrades for that, but you can do it once. It's with the katana. It's a katana move.
That's why I think go to Primo with
Yeah, I don't know. Man, I mean, I definitely could see how it would be like their way of checking like if people are still interested in these games, and then obviously, again, I don't actually know any other Ubisoft game that got Game of the Year besides this one.
Your head.
Yeah. Dude, you know another thing that I've seen about this is like if you use poison, they start throwing up. Like legit actual stuff. Like they stop in place and just start getting sick. Crazy. There's so much added to this. I mean, even just standing around this fire and fighting, like these graphics are insane. You can tell the ground's wet. The reflection of the fire follows around, like it's crazy. This is the new vision, by the way. There is no eagle vision anymore, which is sad, but you still can see through walls and everything. Huh?
that's weird.
Yeah. Well, if there's actual stuff, it'll light up blue. You know, the chest light up white, and then the enemies light up red. See, like that lights up. You just can't get a sky view anymore. That's it. Yeah, it's kind of like almost like you built in night vision rather than being able to see through a falcon, you know. Game a lot easier to be able to find stuff, and you know, I do think, yeah, and I do think there's a lot of Assassin's Creed players that would rather have it be, you know, find it on your own, and now I did turn on guided mode, but that was because when I was in this city, so what you do is you use scouts in this. So like there was a enemy right here, but when I used the scouts, the area was like that big. And if you can tell, there's dozens of buildings in this little area. So I turned on the guided mode, and it showed me what building he was in, and I found him, because I'd been looking for 30, 40 minutes. But the coolest part about it is, for guided mode, there's just a button. You hold to the left to turn it off, hold to the right to turn it back on. So you can use it for a second if you've been looking for a long time, and then you just turn it right back off. It's nice. So it's like if you need the help, you can get it. But if you want to be like, you know, finding it on your own like you did in old Assassin's Creed, that's absolutely an option. That is such an easy option. You don't even have to go in the menu. You just hold the button to the left. Now, I will say it is a little bit inconvenient for the button because I constantly turn off Pathfinder or turn it on because I'm trying to call the horse, but that's user error. Oh, that's new. Mud is slippery. I can't climb the mountain. Wow. You really got to be selective where you're trying to climb. Okay. I'm not worried about that one though. It'll be fine. Ah. All right. That's probably fine. I don't really feel as that's necessary. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Alright, that should be good to go. Woo, the dismount. Oh, I will never get over her side flips, front flips, and back flips. It's just so nice. Actually, I say back flip. Can we do a back flip? No, never mind. Scratch the back flip because that did not happen. Oh, I didn't even finish climbing the thing. I got distracted by a chest. Boom. Ra-ta-ta-ra-ta-ta-ta. Wait, was that the name of it? Is it actual bamboo cuts in this? Because that would be cool. That would be something to finally confirm all of my claims of the Ghost of Tsushima sprinkling into the game. I've been saying it for ages, but that'd be cool if there's something to confirm. And they keep giving me camps. Camps don't get me knowledge. I don't need your camp.
Someone out there. I will stop. How did I lose that?
Does he see me? Is the question.
Strike her down. This is where you die.
Ouch. Dang, that was a bad parry. Ooh, move! Move! No! Why are you coming to back him up? Unfair. Oh, crap. Crap. Ah. Be careful about fall damage, because one bad fall and we are outie. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's go to places with more question marks, because I feel like out here in the foliage, we aren't finding much. So... Actually, that looks like a promising place right there. We'll never be used to triangle be the thing to mark stuff, though. I'll tell you that much. Also, I forgot to put my lights on. I didn't even notice until I looked over at the laptop. Boom. Did that end the call somehow? I think it did. It just decided to crash the app, I guess. Dang. Hey, still there?
Hey, I'm back now.
Okay, my bad. It dropped. I was posting up on the ones. I was like, if I can't do a video, I'll at least do a link.
That is fucking nice. Graphic.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, Assassin's Creed Engine, this is the first time they've ever done their own thing. By the way, did you know that Assassin's Creed, because of how good this game's doing, they're actually branching off from Ubisoft, and they're going to be their own Ubisoft entity, like an Assassin's Creed entity.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that's 20 years in the making. Ooh, by the way, this is where I think it shows the graphics the most. I always talk about with water and reflections, because the levels of just moving your camera around, seeing all the scenery, like, it's insane. And by the way, I will say, they almost made it feel too much like nature. They got all these locusts and crickets and bugs just being, like, really loud. I'm like, that is a nice realistic touch, but a little much.
They didn't want to mess up there because they've been not earful from them.
Yeah. I also think it's funny that you can destroy people's businesses like that. You just saw that whole rack of fish. No more fish.
And then you get distracted.
No more fish for you. And he's just over here still painting. He don't even care. It's like, dude, it's funny. Like, all the people around the shopkeepers run away, and the shopkeepers won't even acknowledge you. I guess that's always been that way, but...
Fantastic taste.
But yeah, so this is how you get resources, by the way. You mostly buy it from shops. So there's your valuables, crafting materials, which is gold. I guess she sifts for gold. And you can buy your rations.
See, you probably can find those on, in the wild, and tests or shit like that.
I'm not sure. I do know that the crops, the wood, and the minerals, you can get those, you know, from stores, and you can get them from your base. You can cut down your trees and your rocks and stuff. Otherwise, I mean, most of it's here, because like unlike in Valhalla, they let you buy like multitudes of stuff in shops. Like money in this game is more important than it has been in any other Assassin's Creed for sure. But
100%.
that is a nice part, is valuables have probably tenfolded. So like every person you take out basically could have valuables and they're in chests and everything else. So like, it's not hard to get a hold of stuff at all. 62.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can probably get crappy materials out of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Or it may be that eventually you build up your village to where you have crops, or can get minerals like that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow! I didn't even know I had an extra Tonto.
Imagine if they made it. Oh, fuck.
Wait, I can. Oh no, okay. Yeah. By the way, if you notice with the Tonto, it's dual wielded with the hidden blade. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. I'm just not tap myself.
Oh. Oh, you talk about graphics. This is the place to be looking. This field is insane.
That's what they showed, and people were like saying, "Damn, that is crazy graphics."
Yeah.
Imagine that you go to pause and you have this playing in the background.
Yeah, dude, you know what's funny? Like, I think, like, at this point in gaming, it's gotten to where I don't even think you could find a place that looked this beautiful in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could get a glimpse of something better, but everybody be saying, "Oh, it looks really good, but it's not crazy enough to be, ultra realistic." I'm like, you're kidding yourself. Have you ever walked outside and seen the world be this beautiful? I mean, maybe if you were living in Japan or something, or somewhere that's like this, but the most you see out in my yard if you go outside is dandelions. Like, oh yeah, and you're also, to go with the fastest assassin, the fastest swimmer by far. I freaking love it. And underwater, by the way, this looks insane. The bubbles as you're swimming. You got like the kind of mucky water over there that's kind of green, but then where you're at right now is kind of clear and blue. Like, dude. And she's holding her nose. Oh, like even on the bottom, like the bottom has all those little lines and reflections. Yeah, that was weird. Earlier when I was laying in the water, she had crazy underwater breathing, but apparently the deeper you go. See, look how much breath I have. It's barely even moving now. But I guess the deeper you go, the less you can breathe. That's another thing. Yeah. Yeah, and dude, not only that, you go out of water, you're like soaked, right? Take a roll, and you get covered in mud. Like, I know I've seen that in a couple games too, but never in Assassin's Creed. Like, maybe in the sand definitely tracks in, like, probably since, Origins. That's, dang. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so apparently the graphics are a little bit too much. Yeah, this is one of the cities. Very nice looking. It's very obvious that is the same time period as Ghost of Tsushima, because you kind of have like the same houses with like the layers of dirt and the pottery and the definitely obviously the same era.
Now!
Wait, does this have? Oh, yeah. Well, the Samurai Daisho are like, kind of like what bounties in previous games would have been. Hey, getting better one by one.
If I stay out of sight.
Oh,
I swear,
That is
One, it goes down by once. I'm going to be cracking my ass off the rest of the day.
the one thing I was gonna say that I don't like about the climbing is if you can't hook to something, you can't climb. Like this wall, you would normally be able to climb because all the rocks and stuff, but you can't climb them anymore.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, it's yeah, I guess it is a realistic thing because they want you to be able to you know, get in the position to use the hook. Like I can probably use the hook right here. Yep, L1 and just climb on up. And by the way, way freaking faster than the last time. You know how they had the hook grapple in... Was it Syndicate? I think it was. But all it really did was it was like a hook. Like it wasn't a string, it was just a hook that you just launch yourself up just a little bit. It's a little bit faster, but nothing crazy. This, it's like the speed of light. You know? Ooh. Okay. Is this something that... No, what the... I'm really struggling to find knowledge right now. I need 3 more to get knowledge level 2, and that unlocks double assassination with my Tonto. That's what I want.
Pretty much you want to probably have to look it up to find all the knowledge that.
Yeah, or just go to, you know...
You need to pre-roam the whole map now.
Yeah, you can actually. One of my friends is already well into it because they got to play it, you know, a day or two early. They went around the entire map and just did all the sync points and uncovered everything. And they're like level 4 going into level 35 area, like. So, you can explore the entire map.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Do it that way.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I am having a good bit of fun just roaming around, right? Like, ever since we started talking on I'm literally just going from question mark to question mark trying to find, like, it's not unfun, because there's so many different areas and so much different stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, how it's hard, you need, like, you don't know what you need in going into the first story mission.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have done a good bit of the story missions, actually, but... No, I wouldn't say a good bit, that's an over-exaggeration, but... When we played 6.5 hours for the first time, you know, obviously I went around enough to explore this middle part of Izumi. Obviously I did a lot.
Hey, I got a question.
But...
What does the 33K thing mean?
33K, what do you mean on the...
Time standard 1K, time standard 2K, 3K, 4K, and 5K.
Oh, so, yeah, so I kept those. So they were originally from the, I've been doing them for the Streamiversaries and like special events to keep me going live longer. So now I kept them so that if basically you could bring up the dice and extend how long we're streaming in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also, you could probably see further down, I made 500K for a Souls game because I'm like, if this is gonna happen, it's gonna happen once in a friggin' lifetime or something.
500K, yeah, I see that.
Yep.
Now, how long do you stream now for when I did that?
Okay, so 3K means you get a times 3. So what's your number? So you choose a number 1 through 10. And the closer you are to the number, well, that's okay. The closer you are to the number, the more it gets added. So then it's times 3. So we'll see. Huh? Yeah. So basically, if you got a 1, you would get 30 minutes. If you got a 10, you'd get 3 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could get bad. And you got a No freaking way. No way did you roll a 10 on your first try of the dice, dude. What? Well, we got at least 3 hours ahead of us for sure. Oh, that's funny. I don't think I've ever seen somebody get it on the dot before either. Like, I've seen some like, you know, sixes when they said a 7 or something like that. Like, you know, technically if you're talking luck wise, the luckiest number would be, you know, 4, 5, and 6. 10 and 1 are the least lucky, and you still got it.
Bloody luck is on my side today.
Yeah. Oh, when you were going for that, I was like, okay, maybe we do an extra hour and a half, hour 45, something like that. Nope, straight up. Don't even have to do the math there, because 3 times 10, we know what that is. I will say the one thing, yeah, I will say the one thing I miss in this game is bow and arrows. Maybe we'll get one later, but right now I'm really missing them.
Or throwing knives.
Yeah, true. You got the 3 throwing knives, but just from that compared to having like 60 arrows in Valhalla, it just feels so weird.
Right.
But then again, Valhalla is like 400, 500, 600 years after this game, so.
Roy.
Or it could be on the same time zone, like time.
No, actually, in the start screen, you know what? It loads so fast. I'll go ahead and show you. It's real easy. Let me save. Okay, that's weird. Anyways, go quit to memories. And then it shows you all of the games in this current timeline, starting with Mirage, and it tells you what years they take place. Oh, this is actually really cool too. It showed. Oh no, it didn't do it. Last time it showed like the intro of all the other assassins. So it shows. The timeline starts with Origins, 49 BCE with Bayek. Then it goes to Mirage, 861 CE, Bassam. Valhalla, 872 CE with Eivor. And then it's like Odyssey, 431 BCE. Like, that's the whole timeline of the current assassins, you know, so it's Alexios and Cassandra. Right now it only shows Naue, but at the beginning of the game it showed Naue and Yasuke. Valhalla just shows Eivor, because he'd be Eivor, like.
They actually added.
Yeah.
Mirage happened before Valhalla.
Yeah, but very close in time, though. Notice how there's literally, what, 11 years between them? Yeah.
Right.
But then
11 years.
But then you look at Shadows and Odyssey, and like these are so far ahead. The thing is, though, they're using a timeline I don't know. BCE and CE.
No, look, go back down. Look at Valhalla. CE.
Yeah. So Origins, Odyssey.
After Valhalla.
I don't know, because, like, Origins is supposed to be the very first assassin, right? So I think BCE is earlier than CE. Because, like, BCE would probably be before CE?
Yeah.
I think...
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so then it goes Origins, Odyssey... Where's another BCE? Origins, Odyssey, and then it goes into the CE. The first CE is... Valhalla? So then, yeah, it goes from Valhalla.
No, not Valhalla.
No, that's...
Mirage.
Oh yeah, Mirage, right? Mirage, and then whoa. Thank you. Yeah, it's yeah, you're right. So Mirage, Valhalla, and then Shadows. Look how far ahead, much farther ahead Valhalla Shadows is in Valhalla. Dude. You know what though?
Don't forget we have to add in the rest of the Assassin's Creeds into the timeline too.
Yeah. But what I think these are is so the very first one of these in this series was Origins. That started with the current, you know, the chick that Bassam pulled out and put in suspended animation. That's what started with her, and it went into his. So I think what it's saying is that these Assassin's Creeds are a part of the Abstergo Ergo era, whereas before, you know, you spent years with, you know, well, for one, from Black Flag and on, you were that character that was going around picking up sticky notes in their offices. That was revealed to be actually the same girl that is doing the Animus in Origins Odyssey and all that. She was just an office lackey. She was kind of just doing what Abstergo told her. She was just a worker. And then when she gets revealed, that's when she turns into a good guy. Because, you know, by Rogue, was it? Or maybe it was one after? You hacked into all the Abstergo stuff and left with Sean and Rebecca. Alright? And then you become a good guy. So, you know, it's interesting. It's like the different Abstergos are the different ones connected through these.
Yeah.
Let me find Shadows. I don't actually know what these are yet. I've not actually gone through. Oh, yo, look at the side. It shows that the story. Oh wait, no, it's saying 8-6. Oh wait, no, those are just the different timelines. Never mind. Okay, yeah, so Origins, and then it goes up through the time. The side shows you where it is in the timeline of the CE. So the further down you go, the further ahead you get. Until you get to Odyssey, then obviously it goes backwards again.
Yep.
Which technically, I think Odyssey was the first one where instead of going forward in time, we went backwards in time again.
Yep. Odyssey was the first one.
Yeah, because I was going to say, for the longest time, we were always going forward from like the first Assassin's Creed up until, you know, Origins, where they brought us back to the beginning.
Yeah. Origins might have been out before Odyssey.
No, I played them all in order, remember?
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah. So it's Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, Mirage. But as far as the timeline goes, not technically. As far as the timeline goes, they're bouncing around.
Yeah.
No, it's really interesting to think about because, like, you know, Ezio and Desmond, he kept going back to Ezio. He didn't really have any other ancestors, but then you go to, like, our current, the chick that took over, she has so many freaking ancestors. Like, from so many different years. It's crazy.
I should stay hidden here.
Desmond actually had
Easy.
3, yeah, because it was Brotherhood, Revelations, and Assassin's Creed 3.
The very first.
You can go.
Technically, we didn't get into it. It was the very first Assassin.
Oh yeah, that you're right. So it was 1, 2, and 3. So 1 Brotherhood and Revelations. Yeah, because now that I think about it, 3 was the start of the Kenways. Because 3 was Connor Kenway, Black Flag was Edward Kenway, which was Connor's grandfather. And then for Rogue, you got to play a little bit with Hatham.
Man, you're cutting it out, man.
Oh. Can you hear me?
Steve, you're cutting it out, bro.
On which one? On the stream or on the phone?
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Hey, we found another chest. That's great. Oh, what I was saying was, with the Kinways, the Kinways are, it starts with Connor, who is the grandson in Assassin's Creed 3, and then Edward is Black Flag, and he's the grandfather of Connor. And then in Rogue, you get to play with Haytham a little bit before it gets switched over to Shay McCormick. And Haytham is Connor's dad and Edward's son. And I believe, actually, were those all Abstergo games? Because now that I think about it, there was no. That was when you were going around getting the sticky notes. So those were actually the chick's descendants. I keep forgetting her name. I want to say it's Laura, but I feel like Laura is not the correct name.
No, we never know who we were.
Well, no, it was confirmed that it was the chick from Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. It was her working for Abstergo, because they get pretty deep into that about how she's guilty about what she did for them. You can read old emails about when she was working there and collecting the sticky notes and hacking and all that stuff. It was confirmed in Valhalla. When you go into the real time, you can look up her old emails about how when she was working at Abstergo and stuff.
Yeah.
So technically, she's the only one that doesn't have a trilogy. She has a 6-game series. You just don't know it until you get to play Valhalla. See, that's why I'm so glad that I played this series for stream, because it gave me a second look at everything, and I got a lot more details that I did not get from originally playing.
You're right.
A big part of it is, just me reading stuff, because, I have.
Was she part of the Rogue, the Ozark one?
Yes.
Was that
Yeah. So basically, she started in Black Flag, and then Rogue and, yeah, it was Black Flag, Rogue, and what's after Rogue? Was it Syndicate?
I think Syndicate, then
Unity.
Unity.
And then it's the newer one. So yeah, so I think she was the one for all of those. Because she started in Black Flag, where you were going around hacking and doing the post-it notes and stuff.
But he also, Desmond has more trilogy than 3. He has the first, second, Brotherhood. There's
Revelations. Yeah, and that's Revelations was where he saved the world by losing himself. Yeah.
Dad of Connor.
Yeah. So yeah, I think she took over for the first time in 3, but we just didn't know it until it was revealed.
No. It was also.
No, it was Black Flag. Yeah, I was so. Well, the reason I was mistaken that is because if she started out in Black Flag, then she would have been related to Connor as well. Because they're always related to the people that they go through the Animus for. And I think that's why Abstergo wanted her so bad, is because she's related to all these different people. Then of course that don't even matter anymore.
Related to Desmond too.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe too. But I was gonna say that doesn't even technically matter anymore, because Bassam broke that. Because Bassam went in Mirage. Bassam went back in time to fix his world, to fix the mistakes, to try and save his son, and he realized that he can't change destiny and all that. Like,
Right.
so he actually proved that you don't need to be related. You can be that person. I mean, if you can be that person, I would assume you can go into the Animus with someone you're not even related to,
think they're all related.
I don't know, because we'll find out through this. But yeah, it could be the assassin bloodline, because the way you know that the way that Desmond did it was because he was a descendant of the assassins. That's why he learned to be an assassin and all that stuff. And it got to the chick, and they kind of lost that. I don't think they really concentrated on there being like a descendant of assassin, just a descendant of this person that happened to become an assassin. Like, almost by chance, whereas Desmond, like, they knew that Desmond was related to these people that were assassins.
Yes. Yes. And then, the girl happened to be, fall into where Desmond was a part of Edward. Not Edward,
Connor?
like, Valhalla.
Oh, no, that's... So, yeah, in Valhalla, Desmond, the place where Desmond sacrificed himself, they were able to get to and, like, use his DNA to splice and stuff. So, like, in a way, he's kind of like, you know, fighting the power even after he's gone, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Because, like, also still kind of alive, because...
But the Valhalla, she was doing it. And Desmond was, there in Valhalla. And so when Edward and Bison clashed at the fucking end, at the end, that's how she found out where Desmond is, and she released him.
Yeah. I do know that, like, one of the big things from that was, where am I supposed to go? Just drop down? Another big thing about that was about, like, how did, what was the main character's name? I forget now. Eivor, was it? How did Eivor end up, you know, way across the world from where he landed? You know. And I didn't like how they did that a little bit, because technically they didn't explain. Like, I was reading on it, and when they originally made Valhalla, they didn't have an ending. They patched an ending in later. Alright. I never understood that. Here we go. Finally got a knowledge. I hope. Yep, there it goes. That was actually pretty fun. What's up?
I'm going up Twitch on my web browser.
Yeah, but no, that was like, dude, it was literally just like an obstacle course to get a treasure chest to get knowledge. Like, yeah, I can't hate on that at all. Alright, let's go find Mitsume. We'll do a mission since it's up over here. By the way, that's another real good point of this. I think the story, they really went for, like, the, again, bringing in Ghost of Tsushima into it, but the Ghost of Tsushima type of storytelling, where it's a lot more depth. Like, I'm not saying that Assassin's Creed games don't have depth or anything, but it's like, you know, it's just like, Ghost of Tsushima is really like one of those stories that's like, could easily be a movie or a show. It's like really got layers and all that crazy stuff. So I feel like they're taking notes from that, of like, people are really into the storytelling now.
Right. No, just fuck.
In this game, so often I just end up running places because she runs so freaking fast. I don't even know that the horse runs that much faster. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Oh, these are allies. I was getting ready to.
Horitake cut off our supplies. We'll never eat again.
Poor connection quality. Broadcasting mic only. Whoopee.
There's another. I remember that. I'm just remembering. What they told me was a little bit of hearsay. And also, I was thinking, I have something to share. What happened was, and also, there's another thing. I have something to share.
Alright, well, let's drop it and bring it back.
What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it's the poor internet connection quality thing. So you can hear me talking, but you can't see anything.
Ah,
It will come back on by itself, but the thing is, it's like when I was playing like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza, it would blue screen like that, and you could wait 10, 15 minutes. It'll come back on. It'll come back on for 30 seconds and shut off for another 10, 15 minutes. So